Alright, so let's get with it with the severe weather threat for Sunday and Monday, March 15th, March 16th, 2026. This is going to be a tad lengthy, I apologize, but it is deemed necessary. A very strong cold front, low pressure system will move out of the Rockies on Sunday into the plains and eventually into the Ohio, Tennessee, and Mississippi River valleys on Sunday. And the northern side of this will be a pretty significant blizzard for portions of Iowa, the upper peninsula of Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin. On the southern side of things, on the warm side is where we get interesting. A severe weather outbreak is likely in the form of a big squall line, QLCS, quasi-linear convective system, forming over southern Missouri, northwest Arkansas, organizing and traversing east, stretching across most of Arkansas, southeast, south central Michigan, Missouri, Illinois, south central Indiana, Kentucky, western Ohio, west middle Tennessee, into Mississippi, Alabama, north central Louisiana, portions of far eastern Texas, and eventually the western Florida Panhandle on Sunday before drifting east to the Carolinas, Virginia, into Maryland and Washington, D.C. on Monday. Both days, the Storm Prediction Center has delineated an enhanced risk level 3 out of 5. I do suspect that at least Sunday ends up being a moderate risk, as there already is a 45% SIG 1 severe outline across portions of the risk area for significant severe damaging winds that likely in the realm of 75 to 80 miles an hour at the very least in that pink shaded area you saw there in the day one. I do suspect that it is upgraded to a SIG 2 for 80 plus mile an hour winds. The tornado threat won't be high, but it won't be low either. QLCS lines of storms are synonymous for brief, weak spin-ups, embedded tornadoes within the line. And if a storm is able to form and be discrete out ahead of the line, it will be alone by itself available to soak up all the energy the atmosphere does have, and a strong long track tornado or two, that threat will come into play. Even though the instability in this setup is modest at best, there will be a 90 to 100 knot mid-level jet streak, plenty of wind shear values combined with storm relative helicity or atmospheric span stretch of 250 to 300 meters squared per second squared. This will be plenty enough to support a tornado threat even without the high volumes of instability or CAPE. When damaging wind gusts up to, or significant wind gusts, 40 to 50 miles an hour will be seen ahead of the storms on Sunday. All day Sunday, people will be dealing with at least 40 to 50 mile an hour winds ahead of the storms. So now would be a great time to go over your severe weather safety plan, practice it, get it situated for Sunday and Monday. If you don't have one, now is going to be a great time to figure one out, as spring is just getting rolling. You want to have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings, not outdoor warning sirens as your sole method of receiving warnings. If you get a warning, you want to go to the lowest level of your house, most interior room, surrounded by the most interior walls, away from windows and doors, and seek shelter. Having helmets, pillows, blankets, something to cover your head and neck region is a wonderful idea in your sheltering area, wherever that may be: closet, hallway, bathroom, tornado shelter. Fatalities seen in these events come from blunt force trauma to the head and neck region. Remember that. Spring is just getting started, just getting rolling. Stay aware of your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel. Like, share, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss these important updates as they continue to roll out during the length of tornado and storm season. Stay safe out there this weekend, folks.